So before we start this video, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and the fact that you people watch my videos and don't subscribe, yeah, that's starting to bother me. But this is my Arbiter build for the rework, and it is done. Actually, I'm not doing anything else to it because yeah, fuck this rework, dude. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. First, we'll start off with the attribute points. I did go intelligence and constitution because Arbiter's forte is complete shit, and honestly we don't need charisma. I mean, sorry, recharge speed, because we only rely on POD, which is the only encounter that has a cooldown. And honestly, there's no point in trying to reduce that cooldown because it's still a fucking 25-second cooldown. But yeah, the recharge speed you get from here isn't really worth it, so I went with straight constitution and for the action point gain, and also a bit of more survivability with the action hit points, and then obviously intelligence for the magical damage boost. And in my race, obviously you see I am a female Gith. Look at how ugly she is with her no nose, but look at those pretty gorgeous green eyes. Alright, so back to what I was saying. I did go Gith mainly because of the class, the race features. You gain an extra 5% combat advantage and 5% stamina regen. Honestly, mainly for the stamina regen. You guys know an Arbiter's rotation for single target, so this is the rotation for single target. For the AoE, keep in mind this is a single target build. But for the AoE, I usually just put on Strange Javelin with Break the Spirit and use Celestial Prominence. I don't change loadouts. There's really no point. You're a fucking Arbiter. So, yeah. And then I do have Celestial Prominence as my extra AoE with Defeat, Critical Sun, which basically allows me to proc Celestial Prominence again if I do currently have, when I use it, it crits. So, as you can see, whenever Celestial Prominence do critical damage, you may cast it again without spending any action points. So, I can cast this twice in an AoE situation. Now for the boons, I did go all offensive stats with power, crit severity, and everything else that is offensive, and then I did use defense with awareness, and obviously all HP. As you see, I have no movement speed because yeah. For my tier 5s, I am rocking the forte. Even though the Arbiter's forte is complete dookie, I still need this to cap my power. And then Call of Power, which is action point gain. Massive boon, I am running Bloodlust. No more focus retaliation since it no longer retaliates damage back to the attacker. Stronghold boon, I do have critical strike, defense, and obviously mount speed, but in Zariel or in Tom, I use Revive Sickness. Let's be honest here, if these ranks aren't at 10, so make sure you guys read these correctly. You gain 300 critical strike and 80 combat rating per structure rank. So obviously if the structure, aka the stable, was at rank 10, I would be getting 3000 critical strike, but currently since it's only at rank 3, I'm only getting 900. Same goes for the defense boon as well. I'm only getting 300 defense from here, so yeah. And then same goes for these boons, except these don't really correlate with each other. They just give you whatever it says. The stable rank does depend for mount speed bonus, but everything else is the same. Alright, PvP, I don't PvP. Now to the companions, the cream of the crop. I am running Azuna. It does have 2 Gold Leaf Grimoires and a Blessed Grimoire. These are both combat advantage pieces and a critical strike piece. This has an enigmatic and an indomitable. This also has an indomitable and another indomitable, and then an enigmatic and an indomitable. I am running 5 indomitables. I don't think they make any differences, but hey, it's good to have all 5 just because. I could probably slot all 6, but currently I don't have 6. I only have 5, and as you can see, they're all not 15s. And I do only have 1 enigmatic here, which, like I said, I don't need. So yeah. And then for my enhancement, I am running acute senses. Now for the companion bonuses, I do have Wild Hunt Discipline, Alchemist's Discipline, Phase Fighter's Presence, Black Dragon's Insight, and Staldorf's Presence. The only reason why I don't have crit chance here is because I honestly don't want to get my crit any higher than 83% because 7% isn't gonna make or break you. Because I'm an Arbiter. You get what I'm saying? But I could just run Flame Sprite, but that'll put my combat advantage at 89.3, and I don't like that, so I put the Staldorf here. I could use any other companion that gives me combat advantage or less combat advantage, but there's no other critical chance or combat advantage companion, so I'm only rocking this. Now for the mounts. Currently I am rocking Tunnel Vision with Dominant Force for the power. My insignia bonuses, I am currently rocking 2 Assassin's Covenant, 2 Warlords, and 1 Artificer's Persuasion. The only reason why I really rock Artificer's Persuasion is because for some reason every time somebody does an artifact phase, I'm like 3 to 4 seconds short on my Prophecy of Doom, so I just pop this and I'll have my POD up right before, well, a little bit after the artifacts go off. And then I have about 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 dominances, 3 brutals, and 3 skills, with the collars all at epic because I'm broke and I can't rank these up. But obviously you'd want to rank up the mythic one, I mean the encounter damage one, and probably just the crit severity, but in reality you really don't need the crit severity one because it's really easy to cap crit severity. So yeah, that is my mounts. Now to the character's gear. I am currently rocking the Helm of the Skyblazer for the 7% combat advantage when you're against one enemy, and the power modification with a dark enchantment for the extra forte. And then in my chest piece, which is the Bone Devil's Ribcage, this gives you 12.5% critical strike and severity. Once you stack it up to 5 times, each stack lasts for 15 seconds. And then for the defense slot, I am rocking an awareness, and the armor enchant, I am rocking a bark shield. For the arms, I am running the Blessed Divine Raid Armlets. You get these from the Bleeding Citadel at the Forge. This costs 10k Zariel favors and then 12k to bless them. So 22k for Zariel favors, I think. And then the Ribcage and the helmet, you get these from the tier 3 Knight Spine from the Hunts in Avernus. Now for the weapon set, I am rocking the Lionheart set because yeah. And in here I currently have 1 tactical, 1 radiant, and a Bilethorn, with my modification being Conflagrate. For my offhand, I am rocking the extra action point gain and combat advantage. I don't need the Forte because, like I said, Forte is trash on the Arbiter. And then for the what was it? Oh, I reset it. Yeah, and then combat advantage. And then for my boots, I am rocking the Rest Iron leggings with a power modification as well, with a dark slotted in. Obviously, Rest Iron leggings give you increased damage dealt by 5%. And then for my neck, I am rocking the Music Box set. So you get this from Zoc. This has a dark and a tactical with the combat advantage modification. For my ring, I am rocking a Raid Ring of the Feather Clan. You can get these from doing Mies and stuff. And then I do have a combat advantage modification with a Radiant slotted in. Guiding Ring and a Spy, you can get this from Tom, Zariel, any trial, endgame trial. And this has 3% range damage with the combat advantage modification. And then I'm rocking a Tenebris with 1 assassin. And at this point, a Tenebris is just lovely now. Yeah. Waist, I'm rocking Trobrian's conduction cable, obviously, with the dark and tactical for more awareness and the combat advantage modification. Shirt, this comes from the tier 3 Night Spine as well. This reduces my cooldowns by 1 second if I critical strike, and it's a 10% occurrence, and it occurs every 5 seconds with a radiant slotted in. Pants. These are the defense pants. They also come from Night Spot. This gives me action point gain if I crit, and it occurs every 5 seconds. And I have the awareness tactical. Then I am rocking the 3 books, mainly for the set bonus, and the Envenom is really good, but mainly for the set bonus. Increases all attributes by 1. Your power has a chance to do additional irresistible damage equal to 10% of your mag weapon damage. And then obviously the 2 set of 3 right here, and this 3 of set. Add 0.5% power, maximum hit points by 5,000, and also do an additional hit for weapon damage on a critical hit. So that is the build almost. Oh yes, overloads. I do use overloads because I like to use everything and anything. So I do slot in a Devil's Precision and a Demon. There it is, the Rage of Flames. But currently, since I am just testing stuff, I'm not gonna put the Rage of Flames because it would just waste time on there. And then for my food, this is food that you eat. I don't have any guild food currently, but yeah, I use a Superior Flask, Sorbet, and a Wildstorm. And this is what my stats will look like currently. This is what they look like: 66.6%. I mean 66.3% accuracy, 87% power. Obviously the combat advantage, and they're the same. And then crit severity is at 80%. So let me just show you guys. Let me get my stacks up real quick, like my power stacks for my arms. Let me just, get my rotation ready. Let me just show you guys what I am fully capped. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at just with my arms procced and barely any combat advantage. So now let's get a real rotation in. This is going to be obviously in mid combat, so and then you just keep attacking, do your thingy-majigger, tunnel vision, and there you have it. This is what I look like. Aw, what already went down, but yeah, you already know. So it's 90% combat advantage, 90% power, 90% crit severity, and then 83.5% critical chance, or critical strike, whatever, it's the same thing. And yeah, that is what I look like. Like I said, we have shit forte, so I have to make sacrifices. I can cap critical chance with the Gorstro Horns, but if you are an Arbiter, you obviously know keeping these stacks up is impossible, especially since you're an Arbiter. Legit. We attack way too slow with our at-wills. Our Lance of Faith does not do as much damage as our HP, so there's no point in having this on. Please just save the time and just take this off. You don't need 90% crit chance, trust me. It's not even necessary. Champ. Thank you all for watching the video, and yeah, that's all I had to share. And yeah, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because I'm dead serious. I need all of you to fucking subscribe. Alright, bye bye.